to on Spectrum on Air. Reggae.
Ooh, yeah.
Rock and roll jukebox.
Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue shoe.
And country girl. All new shows on Spectrum on Air. Visit our website on spectrumonair.com or listen on Mixcloud Live.
Don't forget, you can listen to this radio station on the Get Me Radio platform. Download the Get Me Radio app and listen on your Android or Apple mobile phone, and a whole range of TV apps such as Roku, Fire, Android and Apple TV. You can also listen on Alexa and Google Home devices. Just search for Get Me Radio. Download the apps and listen to this radio station on your favourite devices.
So who is this week's number one? Let's count down the top 40. Hi, this is Mike Reid. On Sundays here at Spectrum on Air, we'll have the Heritage Chart between 5 and 7. Join me then.
New smart apps with our advanced ways for viewing. XP TV One. You can now view us on Samsung Galaxy Store, Apple App Store, Google Play, Roku, Samsung Smart TV's App Store, and Apple TV, Huawei, Amazon Fire Stick, and App Store. XP TV One. Tomorrow's TV broadcasting today.
You are listening to Spectrum on Air. The colourful voice of radio.
Well, it's Thursday. Have a wonderful Thursday. Oh, and there's Mr. M. Look, he's wonderful today. Hello.
I got my Beatles t-shirt on.
Yeah, oh, that's lovely. Yes.
Yeah. The Beatles.
Yeah, the Beatles.
Remember them?
The Beatles, yeah.
I had 4.
We could have played...
I want to hold your hand.
Don't say things like that, because you don't know whether I'm a man or a woman.
Mike.
Yes.
I've got a real problem with this, mate.
Have you? Why's that?
Well, I've been a man for the last, I don't know, sort of...
100 years, yeah.
At least 40 years.
Yeah.
But before that, I wasn't a man.
Yeah.
So I've now got to go into the ladies' toilets.
Oh. Yeah. Well.
Oh, it's all a bit of a farce, isn't it?
Isn't it just, eh?
But I a very sensible ruling by the courts.
Yeah.
You know, and I can understand how the Scottish Parliament got the knickers in a twist about it.
Yeah.
Well, all the men up there wear skirts, don't they?
Well, they do, but, there is a reason for that.
Why is that then?
Well, because it keeps the sparrons keep them warm, you see.
Oh.
Have
you ever worn a kilt? I've never worn a kilt. Never put one on.
Well, I have, but only for ceremonial things, I think, actually.
Yeah.
You see, I do descend from a Scottish line, the McDonald's.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because...
they're the ones that are famous for their burgers, yeah?
No. He had a farm. Oh, McDonald had a farm.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, E-I-E-I-O. Good morning, Chris. It's 15 out there. And yet another lovely day for a hike. Blimey, he hikes all over the place. You'll be running out of hikes soon, Chris, so there we go. Hey, good morning.
That hike, what do they call it over here, the Three Peaks?
I don't know. What they call it.
That's meant to be a bit of a hike.
I don't know what they call it, but I certainly wouldn't do it. But good morning, Terry. Now then, are you looking at Terry's comments? Because Terry says, good morning. And he says, can you play Charles Aznavour, She, and dedicate it to all proper women?
She may be the fairest trace of pleasure or regret, maybe my treasure or the price I have to pay. She may be the song that summer sings, maybe the chill that autumn brings, maybe 100 different things within the measure of a day. She may be the beauty or the beast, maybe the famine or the feast, may turn each day into a heaven or a hell. She may be the mirror of my dream, a smile reflected in a stream. She may not be what she may seem inside her shell. She always seems so happy in a crowd, whose eyes can be so private and so proud. No one's allowed to see them when they cry. She may be the love that cannot hope to last, may come to me from shadows of the past that I remember till the day I die. She may be the reason I survive, the why and wherefore I'm alive, the one I'll care for through the rough and ready years. Me, I'll take her laughter and her tears and make them all my souvenirs. For where she goes, I've got to be. The meaning of my life is she.
This old Canetta there. Canetta, shut up, mate. Shh, shh. That's good girl, good girl. I know, that's Charles Aznavour. Yeah, Canetta, shut up, please. Thank you. Oh, dear, oh, there you go. Let these chickens, give these chickens half an inch, you know, and they're taking them a mile. And there's a lot of chickens now on adverts on television as well, you know. All my chickens, you know. They're all, oh, bless them, little cotton socks. There we go, Terry. That was especially for you, mate. Charles Aznavour, 1975. Good Lord. That's going back a long time, isn't it?
It's going back into the annals of time. Back.
Yeah. Back before you could remember, actually, even.
Back when girls weren't necessarily girls.
No, they were somebody else, weren't they? You know, so... oh dear!
It's on every news channel, every news program, everywhere I go. It's the same subject. It's like it's something naughty to talk about, almost.
Well, as I say, I think it's. I put a thing out on Facebook about it. You know, would you Adam and Eve it? Because it's just. I mean, I suppose actually the next thing will be now. You know that they'll decree about marriage, because marriage is between a man and a woman.
Yeah.
Not a man and a man, or a woman and a woman.
Yeah.
So that'll be the next thing that will come up.
Oh yeah, of course. Based on that law, well, is same-sex marriage actually legal?
Same-sex marriage is legal.
Yeah, so it wouldn't come up. You're wrong. Again, as always.
As always, yes, I know, but it's
that never-ending fountain that continues.
That is such a frustration, you know, because I mean, I have now against civil unions, and I mean, I have a lot of friends who bat for the opposite team, you know, and they're good friends. I like them. They you know, it's not, they're human beings.
But, you know, you're not entirely, you know.
I'm not what.
You know, I mean, sometimes you get me. I sometimes think you might, you know, play away once in a while. You know, bit of a. You might play for the other team.
Well, yeah. But...
I mean, you know, you after all, you know, were highly associated with the Pink Panthers, weren't you?
I was indeed. In fact, I wrote their forward for their their little booklet thing. I don't know whether it's still.
Right. Words are still up there on their website, mate.
It's still. Is it still there?
Yeah, I think. Well, was I don't know. I looked years ago when I looked, but
I know it was years ago when I looked. Well, years ago when I wrote it, actually. You know, so
yeah.
But
that was very, very, very good of you. Shows what a liberal-minded man you are.
Well, I joined the Liberal Democrats then, you know.
Oh, I'm a Liberal Democrat.
Well, we know that
I'm a Liberal Democrat, and I'm okay, and I'm going to vote for Daisy today.
Yes, I know. We know. However, listen.
I'm backing Daisy's campaign. She's saying buy British, and I'm going, yeah, I'm with you, Daisy, on that one.
Oh, we've been through this.
Particularly when it comes to ham and cheese.
We've been through this, you know. It's buy British, you know, but
but the ham and cheese is very important to buy British at the moment.
Is it?
Yeah, because you're not allowed to import it from Europe now.
Since when?
Since yesterday.
Oh, no.
They put a ban on ham and cheese coming into the country because of foot and mouth disease.
Oh, yes, that's right. Well, apparently in Dover, about 80% of the imported meats that come through Dover isn't checked because they haven't got the facilities to do it.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm going to go over to France in my little car and I'm going to fill it up with horse meat, bring it over here, reconstitute it into kebabs and sell it.
Trouble is, they'd be more expensive than normal kebabs, wouldn't they?
Well, it would be a little bit.
I'm talking about, Chinese restaurants using dogs. And you go, do you know how expensive it is to buy dog meat?
Well, this is it.
It costs an absolute fortune.
Yeah. So that's another thing. We might be able to get ham and cheese.
Yeah, no, ham and cheese toasty, mate. You know, La ham and cheese toasty is off the menu.
Well, not really, because we do a lot of good ham in this country.
We certainly do.
My
dad used to make ham.
Sorry?
My dad used to make ham.
Really?
Yeah, he'd go out and he'd buy legs of pork, and then he had a big copper thing, it's bigger than a dustbin, copper boiler, and he'd boil it all up on that, and he'd do stuff, and he'd turn it into ham.
Ah.
That was one of his little specialties.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine who used to go to the old butchers, and every so often he would buy a pig's head and then come back and cook it and then thinly slice it. What do they call that?
I don't know, but I just think it's disgusting for some reason. I went to a banquet once and I couldn't eat because all the it was sort of like a table of food and then a gap and a pig's head and then a table of food and a gap and a pig's head. There must have been about 25 pigs' heads there, all looking at me.
Well, this is the bit that's awful, isn't it? You know, when I mean, I'm not a vegetarian or anything like that, but I don't like things on a plate looking at me.
No.
You know, where you get fish and things like that.
Yeah, I don't like it when fish look at me.
No.
I can read their minds. I can see into their eyes and they're going, you're just about to eat me.
Well, I think it's sad, really, you know, I mean, because they spend their last few moments on a plate looking up at people who are going to eat them, you know, so. Oh, no, they're dead, aren't they? They've been cooked. What am I talking about? Oh, unless you get raw fish. But you might actually, now this is a really, really good link now, because, you know, you might get raw fish out of the rivers of Babylon. Do you like that?
That's the best link of the week.
I know. It's terrible. I'm going to go and hide.
The rivers of Babylon,
Rivers of Babylon from Boney M. They didn't look bony to me. They looked fairly well covered. Nice.
I liked Boney M back in the day.
Nice and fit, yeah. Now then, some breaking news to the world, actually, and brought to you here, of course, on the Spectrum on Air, the colourful voice of radio by one Terence Blake from Bonn. He says that there's an ocean-covered world has been discovered, teeming with life. And he says, I hope there's some cod there. The only problem is it's 124 light years away. Oh, dear. So it'd be well and truly cooked, wouldn't it, by the time we got here, the old cod?
Well, yeah, but
There could be people.
there could be people.
I wonder what they look like.
They're about. They look almost like you, but they're only about 4 foot high.
Yeah?
They're little Mike Barrys.
Yeah?
Yeah, but they don't have legs. They have wheels.
Ah. So they're like wheelie bins.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, that's good,
If
actually.
you put a Mike Barry photograph on a wheelie bin, you'll be very close to what an alien looks like.
Good Lord. Do you know, I never knew that.
And they don't have hands.
No?
Like they got tentacles.
Yeah, I've got those. Oh, sorry. Yeah, all right, yeah.
But already the White House are imposing tariffs on this new world.
Well, I don't know how they can do, because they must. Well, how do they know there's penguins up there? I suppose.
They said they are not animalistic or racist or anything else. They don't really care what nationality they are, right?
Yeah.
You know, but they've got 124% tariff on anything they export to us.
Ah. Well, they've got 124% tariff, because see, that's the number of light years away. So for every light year, they've got a percentage.
Well, they have got to work it out. You know, it's as crazy as any other equation they worked out for imposing tariffs on people. You know,
Well,
which you know, every mathematician on the planet is laughing their heads off at it.
well, yes, that's true. You know, so.
You know, it must be so embarrassing to be an American politician at this moment in time.
I suppose it must be, really, yeah.
Although they don't seem to care, they seem to be shameless.
Really?
Shameless, yeah.
Oh.
But they're all in Europe. They come up because Trump's a little bit grumpy with Putin at the moment. Or he's saying he is, anyway.
Yeah. Terry's saying happy birthday to Thea. Oh, happy birthday, Thea. I didn't realise it was your birthday today, but we'll send you many happy returns to Thea. And I haven't spoken to her for a long time, really. She used to be on one of the other radio stations that we were on back in the old days. And Chris Naylor says, By the Rivers of Babylon is one of his karaoke songs. Oh, they've got a karaoke night tomorrow. So I hope your playlist tomorrow will give me plenty of inspiration. Oh, I see. You know, these people want things, don't they? You know, they want us to sort of help them in their life, you know.
Yeah.
We can do that for Chris, though, can't we? Because
Do that.
he's not a bad old boy, really, you know. So
Oh, he's a good old boy.
he's a good old boy. Yeah, he takes his dog
We like Chris.
for walkies and that, you know. So
Although he puts us to shame when it comes to physical exercise. I mean, the man's prowess is unbelievable.
well, it goes without words, doesn't it? Really, you know.
I mean, it's staggering. He must have thighs like tugboats.
Miles and miles and miles, you know. So, I mean, I have a job walking out to the car, you know. And you, well, I mean, you'll go for a walk every day now, though, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I was inspired by Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think he works on the principle of use it or lose it.
Yeah. Well, I've lost it. I lost it years ago. But well, I'm sorry about that, you know, but I did. But
Perhaps this new planet that's been discovered, the alien genes on there, you could get a transfer and have your legs replaced with the new alien wheels.
Yeah, but you know, I've got another theory actually now, that they've actually discovered where we go when we pass off this mortal Earth.
All right.
Go there. We have 124 light years of travel, which if you went on British Rail, it would be 148 years because it be a bit longer. But then you get there and you become a little person on this new planet.
I think the numbers are absolutely staggering. 124 light years, which means what we are seeing is gas in a cloud that existed, because that's how they think they've detected it, because of the gases that are in the cloud.
Yeah.
That's the detection mechanism.
They're not greenhouse gases, are they?
Well,
could be.
Will be. I don't know. But they are the same gases that you get where you got life on a planet like ours.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's what they're saying. There could be life there. But that's 124 light years ago.
Blimey. So those people, well, if they lived to that sort of age, then they would be 124 now. So we should wish them a happy birthday, shouldn't we? Oh, I'm getting emotional now. Let's have a.
I don't quite understand it, a light year is the amount of time it would take light to travel in 1 year.
Yep.
So how many miles is that?
Well.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up when Susie's playing.
All right, then. Well, Susie's not playing just yet because we're having an emotional break.
Hi, why don't you join me, Joe Caldwell, on the Real Room Radio Show, Fridays at 8 p.m. here on Spectrum On Air. I play fantastic news releases from a wealth of undiscovered talent, and I'll even be interviewing one or two of them to learn more about them and what makes them tick. So join me, Joe, on the Real Room Radio Show, 8 p.m. Fridays, here on Spectrum On Air, the colourful voice of radio.
Yeah, that's tomorrow night, of course, with Joe Caldwell, and Joe's given us a little hint, a little snippet of one of his shows where he does an interview, and it's a very, very good interview with the singer, and we're going to play that for you tomorrow on the show, all right?
If you love electronic music, then you need to tune in on Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. with me, Suzanne Letting, on Let's Get It On. Each week, I am going to be bringing you brand new releases. So if that kind of music is your cup of tea, then why don't you join me Saturdays at 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Repeated on Mondays at midnight and 1 a.m. and again on Thursdays 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. So grab that cup of tea, that cup of coffee, or even a glass of wine, and let's get lost in some music together on Let's Get It On the radio station that brings colour to the airwaves, Spectrum On Air.
Oh, and that's my chicken Ken's favourite song. Oh, you love it. Right, shut up. That's it. Enough of you now. Let's have a little bit of Susie Quatro, because she can.
And your boyfriend's name is Eagle, and he lives up in the sky.
Tell you what, you could have a jolly good sat-nav if you want to send it off to this new planet, eh?
Well, you know, the new warranty on my car just won't get me there, will it?
No.
I'll be out of warranty before I got a fraction of the way.
You'd probably be out by the time you got to the first roundabout, you know, and then it would be coming up saying, "It's too far away. Turn around as soon as you can."
I mean, those numbers are just so huge. It's so hard to even to get your head round them.
You can't, can you?
No.
I found fascinating really is how I don't know what did they get to measure it with? You know, must have a lot of rulers.
Oh, they got the new Stanley Infinite tape.
Oh, that's the one, isn't it? Yeah, it's that new one they've just brought out. Yeah, that's good. And Chris walked 40 miles last week.
Now, what you've got to do is, I'm not even going to do the maths. Divide 40 into 124 trillion.
Yeah.
Work out how many days it would take it to walk it.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it's 124 light years and he does 40 miles in the week, that's 40 years. That's 40.
That's complicated, isn't it? That's a big number.
Well, 744 million or something.
You're just waffling any old...
No, Chris is doing it, you see. Because Chris comes from a mathematical background, you know.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he comes from a
44
and loads of noughts.
Trillion, yeah.
Yeah. It's
744 trillion years.
Oh, dear. This is as exciting as The Breakfast Show, you know.
Oh, it's like the infinite monkey cage.
Yeah. In fact, it's given us something to talk about on Saturday morning for hours. We can... yeah, just about the right, just as to be separated from Trump.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I know. I like Trump. You know, I'm getting to like him really because he's just a big cuddly bear, isn't he? You know, I mean, he's
a very unpleasant bear.
Well, he doesn't mean any harm to anybody. You know, he's got a heart of he's got a heart of gold, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, I when we're talking about space.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Yeah. I'm getting ready for this wonderful link. Yeah. Go on.
All right. We have to consider that our local planet might have life on it.
Yes.
Because it's not very far away, is it?
Well, but there might be. What, you mean life on Mars?
Yeah.
Oh, that could be. Hey, listen, here's a young lady who's going to sing all about that. Anissa Damali. And
it's like we worked it out in advance.
Yeah, well, we'll work it out while we listen to her.
Time passes. Only memories remain. But your wonderful music lives on. Thank you, David, from the bottom of my heart. It's a god of a small affair to the girl with the mousy hair, but her mommy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go, but her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she walks through her sunken dream to the seat with the clearest view, and she's hooked to the silver screen. But the film is a saddening bore, for she's lived it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools as they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the lawman beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if he'll ever know he's in the best-selling show. Is there life on Mars? Mickey Mouse has grown up the cow. Now the workers have struck for fame, 'cause Lennon's on sale again. See the mice in their million hordes, from Ibiza to the Norfolk Broads. Rule Britannia is out of bounds. To my mother, my dog and clouds. But the film is a saddening bore, 'cause I've wrote it 10 times or more. It's about to be written again, as I ask you to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the lawman beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if he'll ever know he's in the best-selling show. Is there life on Mars? Is there life on
Anissa Damali and Life on Mars, and I think we haven't really concluded yet, have we, that there is no life on Mars? In fact, we haven't really concluded that there is no life on the moon yet, have we?
I think we're pretty confident there's no life currently on Mars. What we're still trying to prove is that what has there ever been life on Mars?
Well,
there are some promising results coming from that.
yeah.
I think we would eventually find that at some point there was life on Mars.
Well, there must have been, because they all let Mars bars, didn't they? That's where Mars bars came from.
Yeah, of course.
Well, where did you think they came from?
Slough. I used to work in the factory opposite where they were made. And I'll tell you what, it was a pungent cloud of smell that hung over that factory.
Yeah.
It was a sickly sweet smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really was noticeable.
It's a little bit like when you go up to Burton Latimer past the Weetabix factory, when they're actually doing a production of Weetabix, you know. It's like driving through a bowl of Weetabix. It's quite funny, really, you know. But Terry, Chris has worked it out, though, that it's going to take him 18.5 something or other billion, trillion, zillion weeks. But I've pointed out, you know, that he's forgotten about the tea breaks or the comfort breaks.
Ah.
Because, you know, when you go on a long hike like that, you know, you've got to have a comfort break every so often.
Yeah.
You know, sit down and a cup of coffee and a bun, and then other calls of nature, you know.
Yeah. You have to go and find a nice bush, don't you?
What?
You have to go and find a nice bush.
Yes. Yes, that was by the by. But anyway, listen, the time is clocking on. Such a rate of knots, it's just unbelievable. Today is Thursday, and before we know where we are, it'll be Saturday. Then it'll be Easter Sunday. The weather forecast is not looking too bad either for Easter Sunday.
No, well, I'm hoping it, because I'm going to do another car boot sale at Linslade on Easter Sunday.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, okay, fine. Well, I don't know really what we can do, because nice Easter breaks, eh? Let's have a little bit of a thingy-doo-dah before we continue on with the music.
Energy Maker Sundays at 9 p.m. with DJ RPN. 60 minutes energy of techno music in one mix from DJ RPN. It's time for techno. Energy Maker. Every Sunday at 9 p.m. here on Spectrum On Air, the colourful voice of radio.
Enter my world. Join me, Harry Kukuli, in the Alien Temple every Saturday night, 10 o'clock to midnight on Spectrum On Air. Immerse your senses in intense, passionate and seductive music. The Alien Temple with me, Harry Kukuli. every Saturday night, 10 to midnight, on Spectrum, on air.
What's the sense in sharing this one and only life? Ending up just another lost and lonely wife. You count up the years and they will be filled with tears. Love only breaks up to start over again. You'll get the babies, but you won't have your man. While he's busy loving every woman that he can. Say I'm gonna leave 100 times a day. It's easier said than done when you just can't break away. Oh, young hearts, run free. They'll never be hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Ooh, young hearts, to yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. Don't love you. It's high time now, just one crack at life. Who wants to live it in trouble and strife? My mind must be free to learn all I can about me. I'm gonna love me for the rest of my days. Encourage the babies every time they say self-preservation is what's really going on today. Say I'm gonna turn loose 1,000 times a day, but how can I turn loose when I just can't break away? Oh, young hearts, run free. They'll never be hung up like my man and me. You and me. Ooh, young hearts, to yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. Don't love you. Young hearts, run free. They'll never be hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Oh, young hearts, to yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. It don't love you. Ooh, young hearts, run free. They'll never be hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Oh, young hearts, to yourself be true. Don't be no
Oh, Candy Staton and Young Hearts. She's nice, actually. I like Candy Staton. Terry's got a theory about life on Mars, but they had a nuclear war. Well, I don't know about that, because we would have heard about that, wouldn't we? You know, the Daily...
It would have been on the breakfast show.
Oh, the Daily Mail or the Daily Express would have...
Yeah, Mars has nuclear war.
yeah, you know, it's... what's this new planet called, Henry? Has it got a name yet?
Oh, I've no idea. It's not a new planet. It's just that because somebody with a telescope has discovered these gases.
Oh.
And, you know, and like, that could mean that there's some mould grew there once.
It's got to have a name, though.
Yeah. But I don't know it.
Well, blimey.
I don't know everything.
Can't you look it up? I mean, yeah, you're supposed to know everything on the show. You're supposed to be my backbone on the show. You know, I'm the little ignoramus that comes on and sort of plays the odd bit of music, sometimes in the right order and sometimes not, and sometimes I forget to put the microphone on and things like that. You know, but you're supposed to be my backup. You know, my support team. You know, you're supposed to support me. And what do? You just
I've let you down, Mike.
You have let me down drastically.
I've let the listener down. I've let you down. I feel quite ashamed of myself by not knowing.
Well, you should do. And in fact, I'm going to
the name of this planet.
I'm not going to give you a lollipop at the end of the show, so you can't lick your lollipop at the end of the show. Oh, what a revolting sight I can never imagine. Anyway, you know, the one thing you've got to say is, like old Barry White says, you know, I can't get enough of your love.
I've heard people say that.
Oh, terrible. What's he saying?
Too much of
Barry?
anything
Come on,
is
mate.
not good for you. But I don't know about that. As many times as we've loved and we've shared love and made love, it doesn't seem to me like it's enough. It's just not enough, babe. It's just not enough. Oh, babe. My darling, I can't get enough of your love, babe. Girl, I don't know why. I can't get enough of your love, babe. Lord, some things I can't get used to, no matter how I try. It's like the more you give, the more I want. And baby, that's no lie. Oh no, babe. Tell me, what can I say? What am I gonna do? How should I feel with everything in you? What kind of love is this that you're giving me? Is it in your kiss or just because you're sweet? Girl, all I know is every time you're here, I feel a change. Something moving, I scream your name. Look what you got me doing, darling. I can't get enough of your love, baby. Girl, I don't know why. I can't get enough of your love, baby. Oh no, baby. Girl, if I could only make you see and make you understand. Girl, your love for me is all I need, and more than I can stand. Oh, well, babe, how can I explain all the things I feel? You've given me so much, girl, you're so unreal still. I keep loving you more and more each time. Girl, what am I gonna do? 'Cause you're blowing my mind. I get the same old feeling. Every time you're here, I feel a change. Something moving, I scream your name. Look what you got me doing, darling. I can't get enough of your love, babe. Girl, I don't know why. Can't get enough of your love, babe. Oh, my darling, can't get enough of your love, baby. Oh, baby. Girl, I don't know why. I can't get enough of your love, baby. Darling, I can't get enough of your love, baby.
Oh, Mr. Barry White, and you've got to say hello to Charlotte up there in Carnoustie. Hello, Charlotte. Oh,
That's in Angus, isn't it? Scotland.
Carnoustie's in on the east coast. There's There's Clive saying hello to Charlotte up there, and the head gardener as well, and the gang. I'll tell you what, there is a big gang up there in Carnoustie, actually, you know. And I'll tell you what, though, you know, the gardener, he is ever such a lucky guy because he's so clever at music, and he buys and sells records, you know.
All right.
Yes, he's a sort of like a record breaker, you know. But he discovered one at a record fair very recently, and in fact, I think fairly close to home as well. And it was a pressing of a Beatles song, and it was worth an awful lot of money. Now then, let me just put this chicken back. Come on, because...
Well, as you know, I do a lot of car boot sales, and...
We're laying egg at the moment. Oh, look.
As soon as you turn up, there's a bloke coming round, he's going, got any records? Got any records?
Yeah, that's not him, though.
No.
It's not a head gardener, no.
No, mate, I don't know who it is, but there's probably 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah?
Yeah, they come round looking for records because they're all hoping to find that Beatles pressing.
Well, I know.
The equivalent thereof.
It's, yes. Terry says, I still reckon HO2 is easier to say, yeah. I don't know whether it means HO2 or H2O, but no one. Yeah, no, so there we go. So nice to hear from Carnoustie in Scotland. I hope the sun is shining for you up there and it's not too cold because... well, actually, Scotland at the moment isn't doing too badly, you know. So there's Catherine from CJC Promotions. She keeps sending me out, showing lots of photographs of having cups of coffee and that, you know, in garden centres and by the seaside. Oh, you know, Scotland is a lovely part of the world, really. You know, it's partly undiscovered as well. That's the main thing up there in Scotland. You know, there's lots of nooks and crannies, and well, because they fought wars up there in Scotland, you know, the wars Bannockburn and things like that.
Oh yeah,
and of course they've got a great big monster. Now then, the gardener says, if possible, can Charlotte have a request for a song about the moon? Thanks.
You can work on that. I mean, you know, you've got to find something about the moon.
All right, then.
And what have you got? You got Moon River.
Well, yeah, that's not a very good one, though.
No, but I know the words to that. I can sing along with it.
Yeah, Moon River. Yeah, all right.
But
come on here, gardener, help me out. We'll have a try, but I mean, you just, you know, song about the moon. I see the moon and the moon sees me. Yeah, no, I don't know what that's called. Oh dear.
About the moon.
Oh well, we'll work on that one. Well, let's work on that one. Well, I suppose it goes back a long time, doesn't it? You know, sort of like yesterday, I suppose, really. You know.
When I was young, I'd listen to the radio, waiting for my favorite songs. When they played, I'd sing along. It made me smile. Those were such happy times, and not so long ago. How I wondered where they'd gone. But they're back again, just like a long-lost friend. All the songs I love so well. Every sha-la-la-la, every whoa-whoa still shines. Every shing-a-ling-a-ling that they're starting to sing so fine. When they get to the part where he's breaking her heart, it can really make me cry, just like before. It's yesterday once more. Looking back on how it was in years gone by, and the good times that I had, songs of love that I would sing to then, and I'd memorize each word. Those old melodies still sound so good to me as they melt the years away. Every sha-la-la-la, every whoa-whoa still shines. Every shing-a-ling-a-ling that they're starting to sing so fine. All my best memories come back clearly to me. Some can even make me cry just like before. It's yesterday once more. Every sha-la-la-la, every whoa-whoa still shines. Every shing-a-ling-a-ling that they're starting to sing so fine. Every sha-la-la-la, every whoa-whoa still shines.
Oh, the Carpenters and Yesterday Once More. And we're going to go out with this one from, from the Marcells for Charlotte up there in Carnoustie land. And it's called The Blue Moon. Take it away, Marcells, please, baby.
Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Dang dang dang, ding a dong ding, blue moon, moon, blue moon, dip dip dip, moon, 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 blue moon, dip dip dip, moon, 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 blue moon, dip dip dip, bomb 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 bomb, dang dang dang, ding a dong ding, blue moon.
You saw me standing alone without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Dang dang dang, ding a dong ding,
Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms would ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Oh, blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
dang dang dang, ding a dong ding, blue. Bomb 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 bomb, dang dang dang, ding a dong ding, blue.